from Ford Field in Detroit. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Detroit Lions versus Justin Herbert and the Cincinnati Bengals.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert now. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable for Lockett. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Fields on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
What's up, man? There ain't no joke out here right now.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
First down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now it's Lockett. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's over, let's dominate.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 76 yards.
We all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. This will be caught by Brown. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take it.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Detroit. So the Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown, making a nice catch.
And eating up a nice chunk of yardage as well. And how about how he ended the play? Being the guy that makes the catch over a defender to finish things off. He really competes for the football well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with the oldest rivalry, Chicago playing host to Green Bay in the NFC North. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Christian McCaffrey, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The rookie from Alabama, Najee Harris, with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Gets around him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Fields. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now it's Herbert.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Herbert back to the air. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Herbert on first down now. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And
now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Landry. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
A first throw for the backup, Burrow. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Herbert. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Throwing, Burrow. Flushed out right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they won't let the players determine it down.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. To throw, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither. And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this, and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Throwing, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Burrow. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there in overtime. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...